Welcome to the program.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Laura.
Hi, Nicholas. How old are you?
I'm 13.
And what can I help you with?
I'm Nicholas' mom, 57
Mom.
years.
Yes, I know you are, Mom, but I'm talking to Nicholas.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So, Nicholas, what can I help you with?
Well, I feel like actually the main problem that we called about was, at least for me, was my mother's and her mother's relationship and how it affected me.
Oh, tell me what it is and how it has affected you.
My grandmother's, she's been an alcoholic for a really long time now. I'm not sure entirely how. Pretty sure longer than I've been alive. And she's never really raised my mother, I think, in the right way. And my mother never was able to get good advice or, any sort of heads up for parenting whatsoever, and is a little, shaky attempting to raise me.
Well, give me an example.
My mom also wants to try to confront my grandmother about being an alcoholic. However, she doesn't like talking about it. Like, my grandmother does not like talking about it whatsoever. I feel like the reason is because she's also wanted me to call her something else instead of grandmother because she doesn't want to feel old. She's made me do that my entire life because I feel like she wants to stay in the same state her entire life because she feels best that way rather than accepting and growing up. And I feel like she was doing alcohol to help that, and now she can't stop. She starts drinking at like 8 in the morning and just sits and watches TV all day.
And do you have a dad, Nicholas?
I don't.
Is he dead?
No. It was
I had him on my own.
Okay. I'm good with Nicholas answering these.
Yeah, I don't exactly know.
So you've never met your bio dad?
No.
Okay. Do you have a grandpa married to the drunk grandma?
Yes. The original, her first married husband died, I think, before I was born. And the one she's currently married to is like around 10 years younger than her. And really, I don't know why, but he's always generally rude. He calls her names. He does all these things, to hurt her. And she accepts it and says she loves him. But she is kind of trapped because they live on a big farm and he does all the work there. She can't do that on her own. She is incapable of that. He's fit enough. It's, I think, like 40 acres, about 40 acres. Mm-hmm. And he works on it. He has tractors. He has he has general...
You have a very mature way of looking at things, so I wonder, what do you think he needs her for? Why did he marry her?
I think money.
Oh, so she had money?
Well, yes, she invests in stocks a lot.
I see.
That she's a realtor.
And she makes good money while she's totally drunk. Well, somebody ought to hire that.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is it you'd like your mother to do? What is it you'd like your mother to do?
Well, I'd like her to confront her, except, she doesn't want to ruin the relationship.
What do you mean, confront her? What do you want your mom to do?
About it and say she's an alcoholic.
Well,
and,
sir. Hey, Nicholas. She knows she's a drunk. It's a life choice. It's not an accident.
Accept it, though. She doesn't.
It's a life choice. Drunks choose it. Over family, over health, over life, over anything. They choose it. Mm-hmm. That may be a surprise to you, but no confrontation is going to make a difference. So one of the things I'm going to recommend to you is that your mom take you to Al-Anon, because that's for the family and friends of drunks. And they teach you things like I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a choice. And when they wish to stop, they will. If they don't wish it, they won't. And if she's been doing this for decades, probably going to die from busted up liver, heart disease, who knows?
Yeah.
And then he'll inherit all the money.
Especially, well, she even, at this point...
I really, let's not talk about your grandmother anymore. This isn't even your responsibility. But I understand you said your mother doesn't handle things. It sounds like you've had to grow up pretty fast. But I want you to understand, this is not anything you should put time or emotion in. Nothing. Zero. But do go to Al-Anon, because you'll get an education and support for what it feels like and how to cope with a relative who would rather be drunk than warmly be a grandma. People make these choices, sweetheart. It isn't an accident. And the only time it changes is when they decide to. And a confrontation is... These longer, warmer spring days mean more hiking, sailing, and more of all my favorite activities. The sun is still shining. 2872. What a sensitivity. What an understanding. Question, listen, responsible.
I am.
Been having with Nicholas,
Mm-hmm.
listening, asking